So I told him, okay, so it seems like Christians were wrong. He said, no, Christians are right and Muslims also are right, but there is differences, and I am here to tell you to unite all people together.
Whoa. So in other words,
Bingo.
this Jinn came and told all religions to come together, is what you're saying.
That you need to unite all of them together in one belief.
Sam, or who we will call Sam for this episode, is a Muslim man who reached out to me after watching Starfall. He wanted to tell me about the strange connection between Islam and UFOs. And what followed was a strange conversation about the eschatology, or study of last day events, between Christianity and Islam and UFOs. It was quite fascinating. The following is an edited version of that conversation with just the highlights. And what's even more amazing is that he's used Starfall to reach around the world to tell as many people as possible about the incredible events that are soon to break upon this world. With that said, watch this episode with caution, because not everything in this episode could be true. Instead, it is just two normal faiths talking about their strange world together. The following story was recorded long ago in my California recording studio, but wasn't released because it got lost in the move. And this will be the conversation this week, as I don't have an interview lined up this weekend, as I will be at a local church doing Q&A about this topic, answering questions about UAPs, spiritualism in our world today. To continue to reach as many people as possible, let's keep this conversation going. Please consider supporting this podcast by donating to Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Crypto, or Patreon using the links in the description. And remember to subscribe and hit that little bell to be notified of future strange events that happen in your normal life. Now let's get on with the story. We have Sam. He's in the Middle East. He'd rather not say exactly which country he's in. But Sam is here to talk to us a little bit about the interesting similarities between what he's seen through the eyes of his religion, which is Islam, and Starfall.
One day, even I have a brother, he's living in Europe, and he saw something weird in the sky. He even took a video of it and sent me the links, and he told me, what is that? Something is moving like a light in the sky and disappeared, appeared again, and disappeared. He's having the videos on YouTube. If you would like me to send you the links here in the chat, of course, I'll send it to you right now. A few months ago, I think that was 2 months ago, I was moving from the other city to the city, and I was just, on my phone, and there is a driver next to me, and the sun was there. I can see the sun. It's like so bright. And then suddenly he said, what is this light in the front? It was same like the orbs that we see in the sightings, but it was inside a circle. I made even like a small like drawing with the same orbs that you see, but it's inside the circle and there is a line next to it. It was, you can see it in your sighting in the background. At the same time, you can see the sun above us. It's like in the midday. So I don't know, but if we see the sun and it's so bright, is it easy to see another light in the sky?
Not usually.
I don't know. Usually, I don't think so. But it was so clear, and it wasn't like coming from me. It was from the driver. And then he told me, what is this light? I told him, I don't know. And then it was traffic lights, a lot of cars, and then the start to move in the street. And then he told me, hey, where is the light now? It's gone. That was 2 months ago.
Wow. So that's somewhere over there in the Middle East where you are, basically, is where this happened, right?
Yes.
And
before that,
tell me where you were going or what you were doing at the time. You were just driving. from point A to
No, I
point B?
was visiting my brother in another city and coming back.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
brother, who's also helping me in these researches.
Okay. All right.
From my side, from Islam perspective, God created humans, and there is like that's what we call sometimes like maybe you can call it demons or whatever. In my belief, the name in Arabic is Jinn.
Jinn. Yeah, we understand
Yeah,
what Jinn is.
yeah. For us, Jinn is created from fire. Like we are created from clay or dust, and they are created of fire. So that's how I think that's the difference between me as a physical being and for what he saw is like someone that created of some kind of light that
So
he can see through.
Islam says in the Quran, right, that these demons are jinn. Basically, it's what you said, right?
That there is two kind of creatures that God created are humans and jinn,
Gotcha. And
and
that's from the
angels
Quran.
are,
That's from the Quran, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes. But angels are only to obey to God's orders no matter what. They cannot refuse. But jinn having the same options to believe or not, same like human beings.
Okay.
There was a video of what's the name? It's Sharon or something. What's the lawyer of Elizondo?
Ah, yeah, Danny Sheehan. Yeah, okay.
Yes, there is a video that after his meditation, he says that some specific being appeared to him, which is not made like us. He's like a light being that he can see through.
Yeah, yeah. So metaphysical or some type of
Yes, exactly.
angelic being, probably, but they don't understand that. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. And he says this kind of meditation they are doing is all about the intentions for seeing this kind of beings. For us, what is praying in Islam or other religions is that you separate yourself from life destruction and think in what you believe in God and what you want from Him. So it's similar to what they are doing in the CE5, but it's a different intention. Their intention is to meet this kind of beings.
Scary. Yeah.
So he said that this being, he called him Tejbar, and he claims that he was on Earth. He was a human being before, and he died, and he he explained to him the cycle of life from this being perspective, that there is reincarnation, same like in the Hinduism, for example. So I told him, okay, so it seems like Christians were wrong. He said, no, Christians are right and Muslims also are right, but there is differences, and I am here to tell you to unite all people together.
Whoa. So in other words,
Bingo.
this jinn came and told all religions to come together, is what you're saying.
That you need to unite all of them together in one belief, which I believe you mentioned that in your Starfall, right?
Wow, this is interesting. Okay, keep going.
That's how everything started with me to look like, okay, something here is weird, because later on you will see that this is matching some stuff that, in my belief, Prophet Muhammad told as a prophecies more than 1,400 years ago, which will come on later on.
Huh.
So they can see you, but you cannot see them. For in Quran, some of them living already in our houses and everywhere, but they are in a different dimension that we cannot reach.
Yeah.
Okay. And there is one alien channeler you posted in your last video. I don't know his name. There is like a white guy with a blonde hair. You know this guy?
He
Yeah.
was from the Vice
Remember?
documentary.
Do you remember his
Oh,
video?
yes. Yeah. The Vice video. Yeah, where he was meditating and he was channeling basically the evil spirits, saying that they were alien.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. In his video, he mentioned something. He mentioned that when he made this contact, he said it was funny because one of these beings, I felt like I'm talking, it's another version of me. Do you remember he mentioned that? You will find it in the same video.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it, but I
Yes,
vaguely
he
remember
said,
that.
like it was like another version of me that I'm talking to. In Islam, each one of us having a different version of him, but of the jinn. We call it Kareen.
Karin. Okay, what does Karin mean?
Kareen means it's like because it's an old word, but uh, it's similar like to a companion, and there is like sorceries and magicians and like that in the Middle East. They use their own kind of companion, this Kareen, to know information. For example, some people goes to a magician. He says like a woman, help me, I cannot get pregnant. So before they enter to him, once she enter, he tell her, your name is like this, your mother name is like this. How they know that? He use his Karin from the devils or this demonic being, and to know information about the lady before she entered. How did he know this information? Because he's using his other dimensional being to know about the name of the person who's coming.
Yes. Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
So let me ask you something. Does the Quran say anything about these jinn or demons or devils? I know it doesn't say those words exactly, but does it say anything
I
about
understand.
them glowing or having some illuminance about them?
They are created of fire, made of fire,
Creative fire. Okay.
and they can how you call that, shape shift.
Shapeshift. Yes. Just yeah, the
That's
Bible
in
says
our
that too.
belief. They can shape shift in anything, in animal, in a human, or anything. They can, but not for a long time. They can just, if someone started to feel that this is not a normal human or there's something wrong, this being will disappear. So there is something also, of course, I don't know about the Bible if there's mentioned the Armageddon or the biggest war or like that. I'm not sure if about the details in the Bible, but in the hadith, which is like the talking of the prophet, he's telling us warnings like that. So he said, one day it will come, there will be a truce between Muslims and the others. For them, by this time, it was the Roman, which is for us now all other nations. Okay,
Mhm.
but there will be a truce. They will unite together
Hmm.
and they will fight against a common enemy from their behind,
Hmm. Hmm.
which reminds me with what Tom DeLonge, Mark Sims, and a girl called Anjali, they are calling now to unite all people because something big is coming. Even in the hadith of the war, it says like Muslims and all others, they will unite together. And he didn't mention they will fight who. He said they will all fight an enemy, a common enemy from their behind.
Huh. Huh.
And after that, there will be another war between the nations together, Muslims and Christian and Jew and like that. But the start of the Armageddon or the big war will be by when all united to fight against an unknown enemy from their behind, a common enemy.
What does that mean from their behind?
It from like like there is an enemy here, but can I see my hand? My hand is behind me, right? Can you see it?
No, I can't see it at all.
because where is my hand is behind me.
Yeah, yeah.
So from your behind, some
Okay. So it's a literal.
he didn't give an explanation to it because it's by that time it's more than 1,400 years ago. It's hard to know
Right.
what we know right now.
It's just hard to
We,
know.
we have explanations for because but this is not from the Quran, this is from the hadith. Like he's talking to his companions, telling them, just for your information, before the end of time there will be a big war when everyone unites together to fight a common enemy that from their behind,
Interesting.
which is now I see it's like they are people of the CE5 and Stephen Greer, and these people are pushing into this. Like Tom DeLonge, as you mentioned, he want to make an one religion to unite all together,
Yep. Yep.
which I found it's like, whoa, it's like similar to what was said more than 1,400 years ago.
Right.
And then this is our last chapter in my talking, because I know I've talked too much from your time, but I believe maybe it's worth it. I hope it's worth it.
Yeah.
What I
Yeah.
say. Then after the biggest war, it then it will be the coming of the false prophet,
The
which
false
is
prophet.
I don't know if in the Bible it's called the beast, or for us it's like the Antichrist.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the Antichrist for us in Islam, he have a name in Arabic called Dajjal.
Yeah.
Dajjal means it's like the deceiver, like the liar, the deceiver. For
Okay.
us, he is the false prophet, the Antichrist. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So what is this Antichrist will be able to do, or what? Some I picked only few lines, some few lines from the information about him to share with you. He will be able to perform miracles such as healing the sick, rising the dead, although it's only when be supported by the village, some demons and devils, uh, they will be supporting him. Like as an example, one man, what is this line? Yeah, for example, he will say to someone, and this is matching what Roger Murnau mentioned, and it's exactly in the hadith, which is the talking of the prophet. He will bring someone and will tell him, what if I revive your father and mother? Will you believe that I am God? And he said, and he will tell him, yes. Then, by witnessing that, you will believe I'm God. He will say yes. Then, two demons will appear to him and in the form of his parents, telling him, this is your God. Please believe in him.
So it says it's in the Quran?
This is in the hadith.
So okay, so gotcha. But it's not in the same binding as the Quran, but it's like the advice from the person writing it down.
Yes, from the person who write the Quran, he's giving advices for his people, and they are writing what he said.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. We call that commentary, and we have
Yeah,
similar stuff. Yeah. Okay. Good. Very good. Okay. So that's what I wanted to know. Perfect. Keep going.
yeah. Okay. So this is same as what Roger Murnau mentioned exactly.
Very interesting. Very
And
interesting.
I like, for example, this what I mentioned, this line, I know it since I was a baby. And when I saw Roger Monroe talking about it, I saw it when I was young, maybe more than 10 years ago, the Roger Monroe meeting, and then I saw it again in your documentary. I was like, what? And the Antichrist will be able to grow, that he will be able to make rain, and once the land have no vegetables, no grass, he will put his hand on the earth and make the earth grow, which is exactly, you can see it in the Eternals Marvel trailer. Boom!
Boom. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Did you see? Do you remember the scene when there is a hand on the earth and it's growing?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Once I saw the scene, do you know how many times I had to repeat what I just saw? Because I saw it like, oh, it's a new Marvel movie, and I check like, what? And I keep repeating it because it's the same word. He will put his hand on the earth to make the vegetables and the grass grow, because people will be living in a very poor life, which is the start of the Eternals movie scene. People living very hard life, and they will come and make everything grow and like that. And in the Eternals movie, there is a scene, there is big building, and there is some statues. What is this statues? Maybe you didn't really recognize it. There is one scene that they're having all of them, standing together and then become like a line together.
Yeah, yeah. And
there is a
behind them.
statue in the background. This is a statue of the Anunnaki.
Oh.
Which is same like a lion, but with the face of a human and big beard and something in his head. And the buildings that they are having, then something, and in one scene from above, there is a big building. It seemed like the one in the Sumerian culture in Iraq many times ago, in the Sumerian times. You will need to watch the Eternals trailer again, but now there is 2 trailers.
Yeah.
What I mentioned is in the first trailer, not the second one.
Right. Yeah, I just saw the second one just recently. I haven't done anything with it.
Yes. So it's matching what was said to me when I was a baby. He will put hand in the earth and grow the vegetables and the grass and everything in the fields.
This is really fascinating, and I'm really glad you got a hold of me, because it truly hardens the belief in my heart that God is truly a loving God, and he truly wants to save everybody, and he has helped everybody to learn more about what's actually going to happen in the last days. And regardless of your belief system, he has a way for you to either get out of a wrong belief system or find your understanding of what's truly going to happen through your own. And I think that's a mark of a true God.